Carlos Santos is a man who destroys the usual idea of aging. At 72, he's not just in good shape for his age, he's in a uniform that many young people have never even dreamed of. And if you take his life apart, it becomes clear that it's not about genetics, luck, or even one or two right decisions. His youth is the result of a combination of factors that reinforce each other, creating an effect similar to a complex but perfectly tuned system. Today, you will find out what secrets and principles he manages to stay so young and energetic. Watch this video to the end. It will be very interesting and useful. So, let's get started. The first thing to mention is his physical activity. But one thing is important to understand here. His sport is not an episode, not going to the gym sometimes, but the foundation of his whole life. Regular physical activity acts as a universal regulator of the body. It improves blood circulation, enhances oxygen delivery to tissues, accelerates metabolism, and most importantly, reduces the level of chronic inflammation, one of the main hidden factors of aging. But more importantly, how exactly Carlos does sports. It is not limited to the same type of training. His body does not get used to the load but constantly adapts. This is the key point. Youth is the body's ability to adapt. While the body is learning and responding to new stimuli, it remains alive in a biological sense. As soon as everything becomes predictable and static, a gradual decline begins. Jiu-jitsu holds a special place in his life, and this is a completely different level of impact on the body. Unlike regular training, jiu-jitsu combines physical activity, coordination, strategic thinking, and constant work with unexpected situations. It's not just a sport, it's an intellectual struggle through the body. When a person practices jiu-jitsu regularly, they simultaneously train their muscles, nervous system, and brain. Constant decision, making under pressure, develops neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to create new connections. Namely, this ability is directly related to slowing down age-related changes. Simply put, while the brain continues to actively learn, it ages much more slowly. In addition, contact sports provide something that most people lack, a sense of the reality of their own body. In the modern world, people often live in their heads, ignoring the body's signals. Jiu-jitsu brings this connection back. And when a person feels his body, he begins to better understand when recovery is needed and when the load is needed. This dramatically reduces the risk of injury and overwork, which usually accelerate aging. But physical activity is only part of the picture. There is another powerful factor in Carlos's life that is often underestimated: his social environment, namely his family. He spends a lot of time with his loved ones, especially with his little grandson, and it's not just a pleasant pastime. This is a biologically significant process. When a person interacts with his family, especially with children, his hormonal background changes. The level of cortisol, the stress hormone, decreases, and the level of oxytocin, the hormone of attachment and trust, increases. It's not just emotions. This has a direct effect on the immune system, on the condition of blood vessels, and even on the rate of cell repair. Moreover, having a close relationship gives a person a sense of meaning. And meaning is one of the most underestimated factors of longevity. When a person has a reason to get up in the morning, not only for work or duties, his body works differently. He has higher energy levels, better cognitive functions, and a lower risk of age-related diseases. Now let's add another layer to this: his professional life. Carlos is not just an active person. He leads several roles at once: a military police officer, an army officer, a deputy of the federal police, a lawyer, a professor. And at first glance, it sounds like a recipe for chronic stress and burnout. But in his case, it works the other way around. Why? because a variety of activities is a powerful stimulus for the brain. When a person engages in different types of tasks, they engage different areas of the brain. This creates the effect of cognitive cross-training. As a result, the brain remains flexible, processes information faster, and retains clarity for longer. It is also important that its activities have a structure and discipline. Working in law enforcement agencies builds resilience to stress, but not by suppressing emotions, but by adapting. The body learns to quickly return to normal after exertion. This is a key skill that distinguishes people who stay young from those who age faster. And here an interesting paradox appears. It is not stress itself that ages a person, but the inability to cope with it. Carlos lives in a high-stress environment, but his adaptation system works effectively. As a result, stress becomes an incentive for development rather than a factor of destruction. Another important element is his ability to combine different areas of life: work, sports, family, personal interests, and even a blog. It's not about keeping up with everything. It's about balancing incentives. When a person lives in only one role, his system becomes vulnerable. Any change in everything collapses. But when life consists of several pillars, they begin to support each other. Fatigue from work is compensated by physical activity. Emotional stress is relieved through communication with family. The intellectual load is balanced by the physical load. As a result, the body is in dynamic equilibrium, and the person himself becomes happier, feeling more valuable and important both for the family and for society. And perhaps the most important conclusion from this whole story is that youth is not something that is lost with age. It is a condition that is either maintained or gradually fades away depending on lifestyle. Carlos Santos is not trying to look younger. He just lives the way people live, whose bodies have no reason to age faster. His life is not a set of life hacks, but a system in which movement, meaning, social connections, and constant development are intertwined and reinforce each other. And this is exactly where the main secret lies. Youth is not the result of one right decision, but a side effect of a properly structured life. Friends, what do you think about this man? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with someone who might find it particularly useful.